Hello, we're TouchWood Play. We design, manufacture and install playgrounds. Playgrounds that are intended to foster children's creativity, their sense of imagination, and help them to engage with the physical world. We're documenting our process of creating a playground for the Eden Project in Cornwall. We'll show you how we work with a client to create a bespoke playground. Come with us on this road to the Eden Project. We work with the Eden Project to finalise the design of the playground. As a part of this process, we pair technical design with our bespoke Designing for Real workshops, where we encourage local children and parents to come and experience the site and guide the play features we create.
Designing for Real gives us the opportunity to work with children and with the clients and anyone else involved in the project in the space itself to kind of workshop out different ideas for how we're going to engage with that space and engage with the people using it. We find that when we're in that space, that the children often play in a way that we didn't necessarily anticipate. And it allows us to craft a really well-honed design for the play that's going in there. We look at how users are moving around, we look at the areas they're engaging with, we look at opportunities to give them areas for discovery that maybe they're not immediately drawn to, but they can kind of look for, and it gives that real deeper element to exploring that space in the best way. So the challenges involved in bespoke work are obviously that every single site we approach is different, every client is different, and we find that people have different wants and needs, and we come into it expecting to run into these kind of challenges, be they technical challenges to do with how to fit things into the space. Eden, for example, has a very steep slope that's wooded, and there were huge challenges involved in making sure that we could include that space within the play in a safe and fun way.
I work as part of the exhibits team here at Eden. We want to connect people to nature. That's our key mission, because the understanding, the appreciation of nature, respecting, looking after the planet. We'll have some slides, we'll have some climbing, people to clamber around, explore, enjoy, and be in amongst nature. And then for those who don't want the thrills, who don't want the rides, we've got a water element further down the slope. We'll have some nets and den-esque equipment, which is lovely because in the holidays, if we've got some extra staff available, we can then get the children building, encourage them. Hopefully we'll have some loose parts so they can play, they can make their dens, they can explore, go wild. What's not to enjoy?
The reason we wanted to work with TouchWood was because they understood our mission, linking people with nature, and they really understood what we were doing with the live willow, the design, the tree of life, just the materials that they're looking at using, creation of water. It was also the process. We were huge fans, in fact, that we're going to be doing things with engagement and finding out what people actually wanted and what kids wanted, and working with them, link and building those relationships was, I think, the biggest winner on top of the large slide and the giant tree of life.
I'm here with TouchWood Play on the first day of our Eden Project build, which we're really excited to get on with. It's a lovely site. It's going to be challenging, but it will also be interesting. Providing Eden a long-term play solution for this space will be amazing. It's very natural. It's amongst the woods on a bank, and it's going to just be a fantastic space. On the right here is going to be the position of our Tree of Life tower. Quite a lot of work going on here, using this lovely Cornish granite, which is sourced locally from a quarry. We're going to create a series of pools which connect together, which gradually then gets taken down the hill to the final pool. This area is our timber tangle and the nature investigation area. This was the position that we consulted with local school kids. They came in, had a look, they played in the area, they hung nets. So they really were part of almost the design process of how this worked. As you can see, this bridge here leads you into this amazing playground we've created. It's come a long way since the last time we visited it. Now you can start to see the tower taking shape, which is a real feature of this. You can see it from most places in the whole of the project, and it's going to be bringing some real wow factor to this playground. You can see we've built a water feature at the bottom that's going to contain some water. There's going to be water carried up the tower onto the little pulleys and chains into watering cans, which will then feed back in and water this natural willow, which grows up and really makes this thing a living tower, which is going to be absolutely outstanding. With a workshop, we've got some local school kids enjoying working on timber using the old sort of practices, which is really fantastic. Our gravel pit here is now taking shape. We've got a little excavator and all the features are pretty much in there. Over in this area, as you can see, the pool is taking shape. These areas here will have some willow growing in them on these buttresses, which can really make it look like roots and really sort of join this tower into the earth. Once this surface is then prepared and has a subsurface on it, it's going to look really stunning. Again, a really nice shot here. You can see the buttresses and these large pieces of willow getting ready to go in next to our natural mushrooms. We've got a natural willow pod here. There are going to be some talking tubes within this, so actually you can stand here and talk to someone up in the tower. So the kids can really see the connection between these willow structures and the tower and these root systems that are coming out, which actually we're kind of suggesting that that's how we talk and the tree talks to the ground. You can see the rills following down the bank as before, looking a little bit more finished, still work to do. Lots of the accessibility for wheelchairs. We're in the woodland area now. It's very natural, it's embedded in the woodland, what we've got. You can see the Tree of Life Tower in the background. But in this area, it's sort of shady. There's going to be some den building activities. You've got the rills in the background there at the top of the hill. And as we come down the bank, we've got our snakes and ladders, so you can climb down. The idea is you can loop around. Through the log hops, the nature discovery table, a magnifying post which you can put insects and leaves underneath to have greater detail. This area which we haven't deforested at all, we've kept the trees, we've kept the plants around it. But it'll be a really lovely space and a very different environment to what's going on at the top.
So here we are on the opening of the nature playground. I feel very proud of where we've got to. From the very beginning, this project was always about trying to reinforce Eden's mission about the interdependence of humans and also interconnectedness and the natural world. No better way than through a playground which allows children to properly engage with kinds of activities we've designed from inspiration from the natural world itself. So big cascading waterfalls and this huge tree of life which mimics the kind of experiences you might have in a woodland or when you're playing in and around one of those Ventura Majestic old creation. It's great fun out here. The children are playing with all of the different water pumps and soaking themselves and squealing with delight. And it's such a joy to see this design move from initial conception through all that technical drawing, through all of the building back at the yard, and then to arrive here, be craned into position, and then our craftsmen finesse it into what it is now. So very proud and happy.
Absolute breeze to work with, to be totally honest with you. Part of the proposal stage and design and working with us collaboratively has been great. They've just done a great job. They understood us from the get-go. They understood that we wanted people to be connected to nature. They understood that we wanted some wet play, we wanted some muddy play, and they just ticked all the boxes with regards to like materials, the sustainability, the live willow, recycled materials. Could be happy with what they've delivered us, actually.
If you'd like to embark on a project with us to create your dream playground, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you to everyone at the Eden Project.